All right. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for joining. It's been a minute. So I'm really excited to be back on the mat with everybody. Warm weather kind of deterred us a little, so we're outside more than inside. Good to make sure all the technology works again. But here we are. So really thrilled. What we'd like to do with today's practice is we're going to start off with a little bit of breathing, which we all need to do more of. And then we're going to be focusing on shoulders and just kind of a reintroduction into yoga, so that I know there's been a few of us that haven't really been on the mat. So as we get started, if you want to come into a comfortable seated position, so whether it's your legs crossed, lotus, half lotus, easy pose, whatever's convenient and comfortable, go ahead and start to stretch up nice and tall, palms facing up, and allow your eyes to close. And we're going to start focusing on our inhales and our exhale, breathing through our nose. So we'll try to keep the inhale and exhale to the same length. So we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll add a hold. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Hang in there. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And continue in this breath, keeping your eyes closed, just focusing on your inhale and your exhale, finding a little stillness here, grounding down with your sit bones, lifting through the collarbones, allowing a smile. And if it suits, now it would be a great time to set an intention for your practice. So on your inhale, you could say, I am, and your exhale, whatever that is. So on your inhale, I am, and your exhale, whatever your intention is. Very good. We're going to inhale and exhale slowly. Allow your eyes to open. Very good. So now we'll begin linking our movements to our breaths. And again, we're going to start to warm up our shoulders a little bit. So on your inhale, you're going to lift your shoulder. Exhale, roll them back and down. Very good. Inhale, lift to your ears. Exhale, back and down. Very good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, back and down. Super. Now we're going to inhale and lift. Exhale, roll them forward and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward and down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward and down. Awesome. Now we're going to do a circle from the front to the back. So inhale, roll them forward and up to your ears. On your exhale, down and back. So create a small circle. Inhale, roll them forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Super. Inhale, roll forward and lift. And exhale, down and back. Awesome. Now we'll reverse. So inhale, back and up. And exhale, forward and down. Inhale, back and open and up. Exhale, forward and down. And your elbows can move if you need to. This is your practice. Inhale, out and back. Exhale, forward and round. Super. Now we're going to take our arms and we're going to swing. Yeah, very good. So inhale, lift and open and fingertips touch. Exhale, back down, fingertips to the earth. Super. Inhale, up. You can gaze can follow as your fingertips come together. Exhale, down. Very good. So inhale, up one more time. Wide, 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 wide. Gaze follows, fingertips touch. Exhale, down. Super. Now we're going to take it forward. So inhale comes forward like you're reaching out in front of you. And you're holding a ball, lifting it above your head. And open, exhale, back to the mat, slightly behind you. Awesome. Inhale, dragging your fingertips forward and lift and up. And exhale, wide open and back down behind you. Super. Inhale, tips come forward and lift and open. And exhale, wide and coming back with your hands on top of your palm, on top of your thighs. Very good. Just noticing the sensation as we're starting to wake up our shoulders. Very good. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your right hand out to the mat, the fingertips grazing, and exhale to hold. And we're going to take our left hand, thumb leading, inhale, come all the way over, lowering your right elbow, and exhale back down. So really starting to get into that side body. Awesome. Inhale, thumb leading, palm facing the front as you bring your right elbow to the ground. Awesome. Exhale, pinky leading, drawing a nice curve. Good. Inhale, thumb leads, gaze follows, lower the right elbow, exhale, windshield wiper, bring that back down. Awesome. Take an inhale to hold this position, nice and tall. And exhale to settle. Very good. Inhale, left fingers plant. Gaze looks to the right. Inhale, right thumb comes up, over, left elbow comes to the mat. Exhale, pinky leading, palm stays forward. Good. Inhale, thumb leads, left elbow drops, reaching over, waking up the side body. Exhale, back down. Very good. Inhale, one more. Gaze can follow. Exhale, back down. Super. Both arms nice and strong, fingertips grounding. Inhale, lifting the collarbones. And exhale to settle. Very good. So now we're going to do a little bit of core twisting here. So inhale, your arms sweep up and over. And exhale, you're going to look to the right, turn your torso to the right, left hand to the knee, right arm behind you. And we'll start to wake this up a little bit. So inhale to find some length. Exhale to look a little bit further over your right shoulder. Inhale for some length. Exhale, gazing over your right shoulder. Super. Inhale to find a little bit more length. And exhale over your right shoulder. Super. Now keeping your left hand on your right knee, you're going to inhale and open that right arm and sweep it all the way across to your left knee. Awesome. So we're going to inhale, find a little length here. Exhale to draw your belly in, chin to chest, give yourself a little hug. Inhale to find a little length, pushing against your knees. Exhale to draw your chin to your chest and bring it all in. Super. Inhale, straightening the elbows. Exhale one more time, drawing yourself in. Very good. Feeling that stretch across the back and upper shoulders. Inhaling to neutral. Super. And we're going to unwind ourselves. You're going to inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Fingertips touch. You're going to turn your torso to the left. Right hand to the knee, left hand comes behind you, and we'll twist to the left. Inhale to find length. Exhale to look further over your shoulder. Inhale to find length. Exhale to look over your shoulder. Super. And again, keeping your core really engaged. Inhale, find length. Exhale, looking over your left shoulder, keeping your shoulders nice and low away from your ears. Super. On your next inhale, keeping the right hand on your knee, you're going to draw that left arm all the way up and over, again to cross. And curling in, chin to chest. Very good. Inhale, straighten, lift. Exhale, curl. Very good, guys. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, curling down. Very good. On your next inhale, arms sweep out and lift. And exhale your hands to heart center. And we'll just take a few breaths here. If we have come off our breath pattern, allowing your eyes to close for just a second and coming back to your inhale and your exhale evenly with the same amount of force on your inhale and your exhale. Very good. Now on your next inhale, we're going to slowly bring our hands to the mat and working our way into tabletop. Super. We'll do a few cat cows here to start moving through our spine since we've been working on our shoulders, and we'll come back to our shoulders. So making sure that your hands are stacked under your elbows and that and your shoulders rather, and that the crease of your elbows are facing the front of the room and your pinky fingers are parallel. Hips are over your knees, feet are flat on the mat. And so finding a lot of grounding here between your hands and the mat and your knees and the mat and the tops of your feet. Nice flat back here, neutral spine. On your inhale, lift the crown of your head, lift your tailbone. And exhale, round it out and push aggressively into the mat. So really pushing. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, lift the crown, lift your tailbone. Exhale, round it out. Very good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the crown, lift the tailbone, lift the collarbones. Exhale, round it out. Really waking up that spine. Very good. And coming back to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, you're just going to shift forward. That's it. And then exhale back. Just a touch. Just starting to move a little forward and back in the shoulders. Inhale, shift forward. Finding a little core engagement there. Exhale, pushing back almost into child's pose. Good. Inhale, forward, engaging your hands on the mat here. Exhale, back into child's pose. And we'll come into child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Toes can be touching, forehead to the mat. Nice and long arms here. Just finding space for our belly and our breath. Super. On your next inhale, you're going to shift forward so that your shoulders are over your elbows. And then lift that right arm, opening your chest here. And you're going to slide that under your left and come back into child's pose with your right ear on the mat. And enjoying this soft opening shoulder stretch. And we'll stay with our breath here. Keeping your left palm active on the mat. Finding space for your belly and your breath. Very good. And slowly, we're going to shift back forward so that our left shoulder is over our left elbow. Peel that right arm out and open. And then bring that down to the mat. Very good. Now the right palm plants, right elbow. We're going to lift that left arm and open. And then draw that under the right. And then walking our right palm out. Left ear on the mat. And then you can come back into child's pose from that. Your hips can stay over your knees or you can sink back into child's pose. It's a lovely little restorative modification from child's pose. Staying with your breath here. Just noticing if there's any differences between the left and the right. Starting to feel your hip flexors a bit too, breathing into those. Very good. On your next inhale, shifting forward nice and slowly, guys. Shoulders come over your elbows, drawing your left arm out and open, and then bringing your left elbow under your left shoulder. Now start to bring your knees under your hips again, and then you can walk your palms forward to come into puppy. Very good. This is a great shoulder and back opener. And in puppy, rolling your forehead against the mat slowly, a little left to right. Just trying to get rid of some of the crunchies in our neck because we all tend to hold quite a bit of tension in our shoulders. Keeping your core engaged. Feel your tops of the feet against the mat so we're not dumping into our low back. Fingers active in this pose. Awesome. Now on your next inhale, you're going to start to raise your gaze and shift your hips forward to slide into Sphinx. Yeah, very good. So your elbows are going to be under your shoulders, palm facing down, feet are engaged, and you're lifting through the collarbones, opening your chest, and your gaze is not totally straight ahead. It's on like a 45-degree angle down to the floor, so you can have more length in the last couple vertebrae of your neck. And again, focusing on your inhale and your exhale. Core is engaged here. Yeah, good job, guys. Super. And now we're going to slowly lift our hips, bring our hands back under our shoulders, coming into tabletop. On your inhale, you're going to tuck those toes. On your exhale, you're going to slowly lift your hip and then push up and back into down dog. And we've met in down dog for the first time, so pedaling out those feet left and right, and left and right. Being super kind to yourself as we start into our down dogs. Active hands here, core stays engaged, lifting through your thighs so we're not dumping into our shoulders, which we're trying really hard to nourish today. Super. Your next inhale, you're going to look to your fingers and you're going to slowly, very slowly, tiny baby steps, walk up to your hands to come into a forward fold. And create some space here, making sure you have length between your shoulders and your ears, so you're not just dumping your shoulders into the ground. Very good. On your next inhale, hands can come to the front of your shins. You're going to halfway lift. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, forward fold again. So we're starting to wake up the backs of our legs a bit more. Good. Inhale, palms to your shin. Find length, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. On your next inhale, plant your left hand. You can bend your left knee and open twist right. So yeah, that's it. Shining that light, shining your heart. Palms reaching, your gaze can be up towards your fingers or down to the ground, whatever's best for your neck. And taking a few slow breaths here. And you can bend those knees deeply if you need to. Try to have your hands reaching so that they're even. So find yourself in your camera for a second and just wave to yourself a tiny bit. Hey guys. So we don't get locked into this position. And then exhale, swoop that down. Forward fold, inhale, halfway lift. Get rid of that little blood rush for a second. Shoulders engaged, exhale, forward fold. We'll do that one more time. Palms plant. Inhale, halfway lift again. Make sure there's some length in your neck. Very good. Exhale, forward fold. Right hand palm plants. Right knee bends like you're drawing a bow. That left hand peels back and open. Keeping that core engaged. Finding some stillness here. And then you can wave a little bit. So we're not locking our shoulder into a position. Find little micro movements where you can inhale a little deeper, or you can exhale a little straighter. Very good. Inhale one more time, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Very good. On your next inhale, your arms are going to sweep wide, deep bend in your knees as you start to push yourself and rooted up. Except Lynn, because she can't, because her ceiling's low. You're going to exhale through heart center, palms touch. Very good. Super. Find yourself grounding down here. So really feel your toes active. Find all four corners of your feet. Engage, lift the thighs, lift, tighten the core, lift the hip. Inhale, sweep up, fingertips touch. You're gonna exhale, roll your shoulders back, cactus arms, thumbs reach behind you, chest opens. Inhale, up, hands together, fingertips touch. Exhale, thumbs reach behind you, cactus, bending the elbows. Very good. Inhale, one more. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Find some length. Exhale, you're gonna step that right foot back into a low lunge. Take a few seconds here to find some balance here. You can float your fingertips a little bit, open the shoulders, lift the collarbone, so find some length. Don't just drop into there. Good. Keeping your knees on both legs, working towards the midline. Awesome. Very good. Plant your right hand. Draw that bow, open twist that left. Inhale and exhale, bring that back down. Super. Same thing. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, back down. Super. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, back down. Very good. Inhale, find a bit more length here and shift just a tiny bit forward and then slide just a tiny bit back. Just little micro movements here so we don't lock that right hip flexor. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to find some length. Exhale, lower your back knee and flatten your foot. Yeah, very good. Inhale, you're going to sweep your arms forward like you're holding and reaching for a volleyball or beach ball or whatever ball you want. And then follow up. Exhale, cactus. Very good. So inhale, reaching up again. You're going to start to exhale to come forward like you're holding a ball out in front of you. And complete the exhale and hands come back down. Very good. Inhale, reach out in front of you. Follow up. Exhale, cactus. Super. Inhale, reach up. Reaching forward on the completion of the inhale, exhale, back down. Very good. From here, you're going to heel toe that left foot out to the edge of the mat, setting up for a lizard. Now, you can either stay on your hands like this, whatever suits you, or if you're feeling limber today, you can start to come down onto your elbows, whatever's comfortable. And taking a few big deep breaths here. These are some big muscle groups that we're starting to pay attention to. So focusing on your breath. If you need to come to the outside of your left foot, allowing your left knee to open away from your body, we can do that. Sometimes that feels good, and sometimes it feels good to bring the knee towards the midline of the body and then allow it to go to the outside. Just taking some micro movements there. On your next inhale, bringing your hands back up. Very good. Exhale to hold. Inhale, tuck that back toe. From here, we're going to swivel our right heel down. Yeah, like you'd be coming into warrior two. But instead of coming to warrior two, you're going to Spider-Man your way into a wide-legged forward fold. Yeah, right? I'm trying to keep these low so that Lynn doesn't hit her head on the ceiling. All right, on your next inhale, you're going to find a halfway lift here. Very good. And exhale, forward fold. Super. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Very good. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to walk your hands over to the left side and just finding a little bit of stretch on the right side of your body. Very good. Focusing on your breath here, keeping, again, your toes are pointing to the front, or the side of your mat rather. Front because I'm looking at you. Good. Inhale, walking your hands back to center. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Again, feeling that left body stretch. Very good. Maybe your inner thighs are talking to you a little bit too. Staying with your breath. Super. Inhale, walk your hands back to the middle. Exhale to fold a little deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. And you're going to exhale and rotate to the back of your mat. Yeah, there we go. We're doing around the world here. Coming into a low lunge. Super. From here, left palm plants, opening and drawing the bow. And exhale down. Very good. Keeping that core nice and engaged, guys. Inhale, twist to open. Exhale, back down. Awesome. Inhale, twist to open. Exhale, back down. Awesome. Inhale, find a little length here. Exhale, you're going to lower that back knee. Very good. Untuck your foot. Inhale to reach forward like you're finding a ball. I think I'm still on the screen. Yep. Inhale, continue up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Reach forward. Exhale down. Super. Keeping your legs nice and strong. Find some length. Inhale, thumbs leading the way. Arms nice and strong, core engaged. Inhale, follow up. Exhale, cactus. Thumbs reach behind you. Super. Inhale, up, up, up. Continue, reach, 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 core engaged. Exhale, hands come down. Very good. Let's go one more time. Inhale, arms reach out. There you go. Keep the inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale. You got it. Cactus. Inhale up. Continue the inhale forward. Nice and strong core, shoulders engaged. Exhale, start to lower. Very good. Now you're going to inhale. Walk that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Awesome. And I'm going to switch so that you guys can see my right side here. There you go. Good. So setting up for lizard on the right side. Inhale, find a little length. Again, keeping those shoulders nice and engaged. Exhale, you can lower that back foot, flatten out your foot, and come down to your knees if that's accessible to you. And taking your time here again, because we are working some big muscles, and especially those of us that ride a lot, these might be muscles that are a little bit sore and maybe a little angry. So find yourself on the mat, whatever is available and accessible to you. You know, if you need to stay up on your hands, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need to allow your foot to come to the outside of the blade and have your knee open to the right, that's also great. And you can work between the two. So you can inhale, open, allow that right knee to come to the side. Exhale to bring your knee back into your midline. You can inhale, come to the outside of your foot. And exhale and bring that back. Very good. Inhale one more time, do that. And exhale and bring that part back up. Very good. And we'll take another breath here, just for find some stillness. On your next inhale, bring your hands back under your shoulders. Find a little length, lift through the collarbones. Super. On the next inhale again, you're gonna straighten your back leg. You're gonna heel toe that foot back into your low lunge. Awesome. Then from here, stepping back with your right into a plank. And we won't be here for very long, so don't start to hate me already. You're just gonna find a little core strength, actively pushing into your shoulders, and find that power where you push your heels back or you push your heels a little forward, and what that does with your shoulders. So keeping the core engaged, your thighs super engaged, lifting through the hip, lifting through the core. Awesome. Now you're gonna inhale, push forward. Exhale, slowly lower to the mat. Keeping your elbows nice and tight. Hooray! All right, inhale, baby cobra. So you're gonna peel your chest, lift your collarbones. And exhale, lower. Very good. Another inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, lower. Super. On your next inhale, you're gonna push all the way up to up dog. So inhale, lift, engage, keep your eyes forward, and then slowly drawing back on your exhale into down dog. Very good. On your next inhale, pushing forward into your plank. Exhale, lifting and pulling back into down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Nice and controlled, slow movements. Exhale, lift the hip, push back into down dog. And it's like you're trying to lift over a hurdle. So lift, push forward. Good. Core engaged. Lift your hip, push back into down dog. Very good. And let's go one more time. Inhale, lift and over. Nice and strong here. Take a breath. You got this. Then lift and back into down dog. Awesome. From down dog here, you're going to slowly bring your knees to the ground, the outside of your edges of your mat. Toes touch, and then we'll come back down into a child's pose. And a nice big breath here. Just noticing the difference here from the last child's pose. And if there's some heat that you've built up. Very good. Now we're going to start to shift forward. Bring your elbows under your shoulders again. And we're going to do the modified child's pose from the start of the practice. So keeping your left elbow under your left shoulder, peeling your right arm up and open. And then we're going to slide that under, coming to your right shoulder, and then back into child's pose. Your right ear can be to the mat. And just allowing your breath to start to slow. And just noticing where your thoughts have gone when things got a little bit harder. And another big inhale. And a real slow, long exhale. Good. And slowly, keeping your core nice and engaged, you're going to slide forward again. Your left shoulder's over your left elbow, controlled, tight core, pulling open your right arm, reaching, and then slowly bringing that back to the mat again, keeping that core engaged so that we're not tweaking anything in our shoulders. Stabilizing breath here. Good. Right elbow under your right shoulder. You're going to take that left arm, peel that open, and draw that under. Cool. And then bring your hips back and taking a few breaths here. Making a mental note not to wear big, heavy necklaces in your yoga practice. And staying with your breath here. Left ear down to the mat. Slowing your breath. Feeling your hip flexors maybe a little bit more relaxed than before. Good. On your next inhale, first core tighten. Right palm really works into the ground. Tight as you bring your right shoulder over your right elbow, and then drawing that left arm out, opening and back down. Very good. And you guys know where we're going from here. So start to slide that forward and come into Sphinx. So we can get a little bit of stretch in that front body and some length in the spine again. So elbows come under your shoulders, feet are nice and engaged. Create some length in your neck. Good. Nice job, guys. And I know I say this every time, but every time I do this pose, I think a never-ending story. And if you haven't seen that movie, that's your homework for next week. Because right now, I am shooting lasers out of my eyes. Whether or not you guys are is up to you. But There should always be lasers in yoga, for the record. All right. And you're going to exhale and bring your forehead down onto your hands, which are now on top of each other, creating a little pillow. And just letting everything kind of settle. Taking a few breaths here. Good. On your next inhale, allowing your chin to come to the mat. Draw your arms out behind you, and you're going to interlace your fingers. Take a breath to just get organized. On your next inhale, you're going to peel your shoulders up off the mat and lift the hands. And then exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, using your arms to peel yourself off the mat. Core stays engaged, pushing your hip down into the ground. And exhale, lower. Very good. We'll do one more and we'll hold when we're there. Super. Feet pushed down, thighs engaged, lifting through the collarbones, pulling back with your shoulders. Core stays nice and tight. We're protecting the low back. You got this. Hang in there. And then exhale, lower. Super. Unwind. Bring your hands back to another pillow. Nice, big, deep breath here. Softening the shoulders, softening the neck, softening the breath. Good. On your next inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders, engaging the thighs, keeping your elbows nice and close. You're going to lift up into down dog. So inhale, push up, engage the core, nice and tall. Exhale, back into down dog. Awesome. And just taking a few breaths here, noticing if your dog feels any different than the start of the practice. If you need to pedal your feet, pedal your feet. If you can find stillness, find stillness. It's your practice. You do you. Just staying with your breath. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to look to the top of your mat, step or hop to meet your hands, forward fold. Very good. On your next inhale, arms sweep out behind you, down through the mat. Inhale, reach forward, nice and low. And then exhale, lowering yourself to the mat. I know you guys thought I was going to chair pose. I'm not that mean. That's next week. Good. Very good. All right. From here, keeping your feet planted on the mat, nice and tall. Find a little bit of length. Go ahead and grab the front of your knees. Engage the shoulders, drop the shoulders back, lift the collarbone, lift your chin. Core stays engaged here. Nice straight line in your back, opening through your collarbones. Shoulders come forward, roll back and down so they're nice and engaged. Core used to stabilize. Very good. So inhale a little more length. Exhale, you're just going to round forward and give yourself a little hug. So a little counterbalance to the shoulder work that we've been working on. Good. Inhale, start to lift your chin. You're going to start to bring your palms out in front of you. Again, shoulders nice and strong, arms straight. Yeah, good. Inhale to find some length. You're going to exhale and slowly lower, keeping that core engaged to control your descent. Good. Very good. Palms will start to come down onto the mat. You can shift around just a little bit in case your yoga clothing has been bunching up in places. Bring your knees together and your heels to about the edge of where your fingertips are. And so we're going to modify a bridge just a touch. So a nice big inhale and a nice exhale to feel the mat on your back again. All right, on your inhale, you're going to lift for bridge one vertebrae at a time. So hip leading, back follows. And then exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. Chest starts to lower, core is engaged, controlling the hip, and then your hip comes down. Very good. And same thing again. So you can stretch those toes for a second, then engage your feet. Inhale, peel, lifting your hip, and one vertebrae at a time, coming into your full bridge. And then exhale, lower your shoulders first, your vertebrae in your back first, controlling down your hip. Good. Lift the toes, stretch the feet, ground down again in all 4 points. Inhale, lift your hip. One vertebrae at a time. Lift, 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 lift. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. And I'll let you guys do the counting because we all know horse trainers can only count to 4. So keeping your thighs engaged like you have a yoga block in between them. So you've got a little push-pull action going, grounding down into your feet, engaging your feet, and drawing your thighs together, creating that suspension bridge-like feeling in this movement. I'm not sure where we're at, so I'm going to assume that you're at 5 and you can slowly lower. Very good. From here, keeping your left foot where it is, you're going to lift your right leg, coming into a figure 4, so putting your right ankle on your left knee. And then lift that left leg so that your left shin is parallel to the ceiling, and then thread the needle. Right hand comes behind the knee, left hand meets it. And really slowing the practice down as we get to the close. So here, you can bring your left knee towards you and just enjoy this deeper stretch. If you need to stretch further, you can bring your right hand to your right knee and push your right knee away as you draw your left knee in. So again, a little push-pull action, left foot stays engaged. Core stays engaged, so we're not dumping into our low back. Good. And then you're gonna bring your arms out wide to a T, palms facing up, and you're gonna really slowly lower everything to the left. But right before you hit the ground on that left side, you're gonna hover. So just hold that for a breath, and then exhale and slowly all the way to the ground. Now your gaze will be over your right hand. In your figure 4 supine twist. I'm sure there is a much longer name for it, but I don't know what it is. And just slowing your breath, letting go of whatever you can let go of. Super. On your next inhale, slowly peeling everything back to the center. Good. Then you're going to switch your legs. Straighten out that right leg, give it a little ankle roll, see what cracks, what pops. Bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. And then you're going to thread the needle again here so you can bring that right knee a little closer to your body. And you just notice if there's any differences between the right and left. There's no judgment there. Just observe it, especially for those of you guys that ride. Just noticing which hip flexor might be a little tighter, and thinking about that or overthinking that later. And again, you can take your left hand to your left knee and push that away a little as you push-pull, drawing your right knee in, pushing your left away. Just getting a little deeper stretch. And if that's a little bit too much today, then don't do it. It's all good. It's Tuesday, I think. Keeping some length in your spine here. Your shoulders stay engaged in the ground so that your core stays nice and active and likes to participate. Awesome. All right, opening your arms out nice and wide, palms up. On your next exhale, you're going to slowly rotate everything to the right. But again, before you hit the ground on that, you're going to hold just for a breath or two, and then slowly lower. And then allowing your gaze over your left hand. Keeping the right shoulder engaged on the ground. And finding stillness. Just breathing into any areas that there might be some tension. Continuing to focus on slowing your breath as we slow the practice. Very good. And then slowly drawing everything back to center. And you're gonna uncross that left ankle down. And you'll bring the soles of your feet together. So for a supine butterfly, something. And since your arms are out wide still, you can go ahead and bring them into a cactus. And just letting this sit for a second. Don't overthink it, don't overfeel it. Just kind of let gravity do its thing. Because gravity is going to be helping you draw those thighs apart anyway. And your mind is going to be trying to get you to tighten up in the hip flexors and hold something or other and just kind of let it do its thing. If they touch the ground, they touch the ground. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter. Just breathing into it and just trying to find some stillness. Noticing if you can relax your hips a bit and relax your butt cheeks, because in this often we'll try to tighten one to like help with the pose and just kind of like think, oh, okay, I can let go of that. I don't need that. That doesn't serve me. This pose is ridiculous. So I'll just let go of everything anyway. Good. Super. And slowly drawing your knees back together, bringing your feet back to the mat. You're just going to bend the knees and come into a child's pose, which we know I love. So hands to the outside of your feet and take whatever micro movements or major movements you need before coming to our final resting pose. And that might be stretching one leg, rolling around, cracking all your joints, which is apparently what I'm doing. You can roll your ankles around. Keeping the shoulders engaged, since we just did a lot of work on our shoulders for flexibility. Awesome. One big final stretch, however you want to do that, or whatever last pose you need to close the practice. And you're going to slowly come down into corpse pose for our final Shavasana. Allowing your feet to turn out and relax towards the edges of the mat, palms facing up. Arms can be off to the side just a little bit. Allowing your eyes to close. Allow the focus to come back to your breath for just a second, just to notice that your breath will continue without any effort from you. So all the efforting that you have done for the last hour or 45 minutes, you no longer have to do. Your efforting is finished. And that your body will continue breathing all on its own without your guidance, and that you can let go of that for now. Just noticing if there's any feeling or sensations in your body that feel different from when you started. Just kind of doing a light scan and notice if there's any tension in places, and just ask yourself, is there anything that I can let go of that I just don't need anymore? Feeling fully supported by your mat and the ground. Being able to surrender to that, knowing that, like your breath, your body will hold itself together all without your effort. Your bones are going to support your muscles, which are going to support your skin, and you can actually let go. And if you were to melt into a puddle of goo, then that would be a successful Shavasana anyway, so it's still a win-win. And just slowing that breath and allowing it to do what it does. We'll do a small body scan just to bring your awareness to different areas. And as you bring your awareness to them, just thinking of your awareness as helping in letting go of those areas. So just focus on your toes for a second and just noticing them. And then bringing your attention to your ankles. And bringing your awareness to your shins and your calves. And then bringing your attention to your knees. Feeling that as you bring your awareness to your thighs, that your thighs relax just a little bit more. And bringing your awareness to your hips and your abs. And bring your attention to your rib cage and your collarbones. And your awareness to your shoulders, allowing them to sink just a little bit deeper. Your awareness moving to your arms, your elbows, your forearms. Bringing your attention to your wrists, your palms, your thumb, your fingers. Just feeling everything get a little heavier as you notice it. And then bringing that attention to your throat and your jaw, relaxing your tongue. Bring your attention to your cheek muscles and them relaxing as well, and your eyes. Then bringing your awareness to the third eye, or the little section between your eyes that always gets a little wrinkly when you're worried, and just softening that. And then bringing your attention to the top of the head. Just allowing, just noticing. If thoughts cross your mind, just notice them, think, huh, thought, and let that go. It's just the mind doing what the mind does. And just enjoying the space that you've created for yourself. And you can stay in this space for as long as you like. Just take whatever time you need. If you'd like to slowly come out of that, just bringing attention to your fingers and your toes, micro movements there, keeping your eyes closed. Honor this space. And quite frankly, no one can see you anyway, so there's nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to see. Just enjoy this space. With your eyes closed, slowly rolling over to the right side of your body, using your right arm as a pillow to support, bending your knees like you're taking a little cat nap. Take a breath here to come back into your body, keeping the eyes closed. Slowly you're going to inhale and start to come up to a comfortable seated position. But keep those eyes closed because I can see you. Palms on the top of your thighs, open up to the sky, lifting through the collarbones, finding length again. Sinking down into your sit bones. Just enjoying the space that you created. There's enough chaos out there. Enjoy the quiet for a second longer. We'll end the practice the same way we started. So we'll do the breath, the inhale, exhale with a hold. And so we'll begin, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and slowly let go. Allowing the breath to return to normal, keeping the eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center, and again, finding a little length there. Coming back to the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We will end on an om, which I can't tell if you do it or not, but I'm just assuming that you're going to. So we'll take an inhale. And thank you guys. Namaste. Have a great evening. I'm excited. I mean, it's cold. Might as well do more yoga.